Well, it's 10:15 and I'm still dawdling along. Still no people in sight, which is great. It's so quiet here. I'm getting close to the end of the trail. I think I just have a little bit left to do. But I see a sign that says scenic lookout that way, 300 meters. So you know I have to do that. So return to parking lot is that way. And the 300 meters to the scenic lookout is this way. I know it's a bit of an uphill. We've done it a few times. I was trying to think of how many times I've done this trail while I was walking. I think this might be my 5th time, but I'm not 100% sure. And I've never been here other than in the winter, so they've all been in snowshoes or winter hikes. I think they've all been in quite a bit of snow from what I can remember. So yeah, I think someone's misleading me here. I'm supposed to go this way. Doesn't look quite right, does it? Very closed in. Oh, I see. Tree went down, so they probably made the trail go around. And someone has been on this trail this morning. By the looks of it, maybe a few people, because there are tracks in the snow. There's so many spots where you have to literally squish yourself through the trees and the bushes. Look at it. Just gorgeous. Well, it's 10:25. Just made it to the scenic lookout. It's quite pretty. It's not like the most beautiful lookout I've ever seen, but for the amount of work, it's pretty good because it's not that hard to get up here. I'm going to take a couple pictures and videos, and then I'm going to make my way back to the end of the Bonnie's Trail and towards my campsite so I can get some breakfast in me. That was only like 2.5 feet, 3 feet high. Little cubby to crawl through. Oh, 2 more seconds, I would have been underneath that. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. Wow. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I'm kind of still standing here. I just checked the video. That was awesome. I got all of it. But I heard another crack just after, and I'm like, oh, isn't more gonna fall? This is where I came through. This little hobbit hole. Oh, my backpack's stuck. Oh, geez. I feel like I gotta get out of the forest now, which is kind of funny because I'm sleeping in it. But at least from that enclosed space. Too much stuff falling. Alright, I'm back to the sign. It says it's 300 meters to the lookout. And the sign that takes you back to the parking lot. Well, it's 10 to 11. This trail takes me a long time. It's not a very long trail, but I like to dawdle. My legs are really tired from yesterday, and my hip's a little bit sore, and my knee as well. My knee doesn't do very good with unstable ground like this, and even though I wear snowshoes, because there's so much snow, my feet keep kind of slipping and sliding around, and it makes my knee hurt. It didn't hurt this morning, but it hurt yesterday, and now that it's sore already, it'll be sore for the rest of the day, which kind of sucks, but such is life. Plus, it's still morning, and I've already done a whole trail and a lookout, so I feel pretty good about that. Well, twice now I've caused my own avalanche. I don't know if you can see those two limbs bouncing. This tree here, this little wiry thing, was hanging on the trail. And I just grabbed like one of the sticks there because it was in front of my face, and I pulled on it, and all of the snow fell. It flung up, hit the tree behind it. Snow flew off of that one, flew off of there, hit that one. It was like this crazy chain reaction. I wish I could have filmed it, but this branch was actually here in my face. That's how low it was, bent over. And then all of this came off, and it just caused like this chain reaction. It was really cool. It's the second time it happened, so I had to stop and film it because I just thought it was so neat, but unfortunately I don't have it on film. Maybe I can try it later with some of the trees at my campsite. All right, well, I'm back at Access D where I was yesterday. I came up the trail over here, but I think I just missed a last little turn there. Maybe it's not even there, who knows. Bonnie's Pond Trail continues over there, but as I know from yesterday, this little road here just takes me right up to the parking lot, so I'm just gonna do that. Gotta stop at my car and grab a few things and then back to the campsite. Okay, I'm gonna try the snow springy thing on this tree, but it's gonna be hard to see it without using a selfie stick, but I'll try it. Oh! It goes. Crazy. That was so heavy, it was on the ground. Amazing. Nobody's even been through here in the couple of hours I've been gone. I like that. Hi, home. I'm back. No smoke coming out of the chimney. Oh, there is smoke. Just a little tiny bit. Yes. All right, so one of the things that I had to grab out of the car besides the wood was my little cooler bag that I brought. When I went to bring the toboggan back last night, I just brought this back and left it in the car because this is mostly stuff for dinner today, or breakfast today, or lunch today. I have already put on some bacon there. The bacon's already cooked. And 2 pieces of Italiano bread. Usually I put some butter on there, but I haven't gotten to it yet. And I know that it'll just toast like that. It doesn't actually need the butter, but the butter makes it nice and brown and yummy. So that's on right now. I just threw a piece of wood in the fire, and there were some hot coals. So with the dampers open, that caught right away. I've got a little bit of water there in the pot to make myself a hot chocolate with Bailey's. Yes, I'm having all the things today. Well, I was wrong. Here is my toast without butter, and it toasted quite beautifully. The issue is that the butter is hard as a rock because it was in the car, so I'm gonna have a hard time buttering the bread. I was preparing this to put the eggs in, but I think I'm going to use that butter to butter the toast. All right, my toast looks beautiful. It's probably the nicest toast I've ever made camping. Sausages, bacon are all heated up. Water still hasn't boiled. I usually don't drink the hot chocolate till after, so I just kind of left it. And I've got the eggs in here. I'm about to flip them over. Wish me luck. All right. Start to close this damper a little bit more. Done and done. Just leave those on for a couple seconds and off they go. Yeah, not super soft. It's just too hot in here. Egg number 1, egg number 2. Sausage, yum. Bacon, yep. I know, I got all the things. Just gonna get rid of this cookie sheet for now. I usually do that by just tossing it out in the snow. And same with this. And now I can let the water boil and make my hot chocolate. It's pretty much boiling. Oh yeah. Goodness, I'm dying. So hot. So hot. All right, my fork. Oh yeah, I still got dippy. Mmm. Mmm. That's good. Bye. The nuthatches keep coming. They brought their friends and they're all checking out the seeds. There's only a small handful of black seeds there and a couple of peanuts that I had. But they keep coming and going, and I obviously can't see them from inside the tent. Well, I have to stand up and look through the window, but it's so mild out and it's just gonna get warmer. And I thought, why not dig out a little snow couch and get the fire pit out. I found the fire pit and I made a couch over here right next to the fire pit. I'm gonna put my Thermarest ridge rest there and make it like an S, and you won't even feel the snow through it. And it's right beside the fire. And then I made another seating spot here for, you know, whoever comes and camps after me, if someone does. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Got a nice spot with a backrest. Got the fire going there. My poker stick, Palm Bay on the go. It's my last one, actually only brought 2. And a beautiful view of the forest. Now, I did sit on this side and lean against the tree so that I could look at the birds eating the seed. However, The snow was too low here right in front of the tree, so I need to shovel some over and move it. Or I can just move the seed over there, which sounds like a much easier solution. This is more like it. Cheers. Hope one of those big snow clumps doesn't go that's over my head and land on me. That would be uncomfortable. I got the bird station over there so I can do my bird ID. I've got a nice roaring fire in front of me, but it's not that cold out. I can't stretch out like this in the tent. There's just not enough room, so this is great. Oh, I'm doing exactly what I want to do. I'm sitting here watching the snow drop off the trees. I've got a little bit of seed out there, and the nuthatches didn't return. However, I now have chickadees visiting. Here's one. So now I can sit here, I can watch the chickadees. My tent's back there, watching the snow drop. A couple people just walked by, they were going for a walk. And this beautiful roaring fire. Oh, the nuthatch is back. Just took some time. That was a big one. I like to sit out here for a few hours. This is a bit of work to shovel all this out. So, and I'm loving it. It's not really cold out. It's super nice out. It's a perfect winter night to be out, like sitting beside a fire and not inside a hot tent. I love sitting inside my hot tent. I love sleeping inside my hot tent, but during the day, it's nice to be outside, especially if it's not like minus 30. There's Chickadee. Hi, little guy. It's a pretty fat guy, actually. This day just keeps getting better and better. I love this place. My bird identification project here is going quite well. I have ID'd some chickadees, nuthatches, and one blue jay. Try again. There you go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Where? Oh, I missed it. Whoa. I'm just standing here fascinated by these birds. I discovered slow-mo. I'd never used slow-mo except for when I accidentally film stuff and have to figure out how to, it's so cool, how to stretch it back out so I can hear myself talking. But it's really cool with the birds. I'll put a couple of the video clips in here with them. But, oh yeah, word's gotten around. This is the spot to be now. Here comes my nuthatch. I am having so much fun sitting out here watching these birds. They're just entertaining me like crazy. And that slow motion feature was so cool. I'm like, oh, I gotta take some stories. Oh, I gotta take a portrait. Oh, I gotta take it in landscape. I'm like, oh, I gotta get this one. Oh, I gotta get that bird. I don't promote feeding wildlife. It's just birds. It's just bird seed and stuff. And the parks do it, so they said it's fine if it's bird identification, as I said yesterday. And I don't know. Nobody seems to see any harm in it, and I certainly don't. It's not like I'm feeding them bread or something. So yeah, there's like one, I don't know, not even half of a Ziploc, like the snack size Ziplocs, like half of that. That's all I had out there, like maybe 2 big handfuls and a handful of nuts. And they've just been going to town. So it's amazing how quickly they find it, because we have a bird feeder at work, and it was up for a good 3 or 4 days before the birds started noticing that it was there. And yeah, they're pretty quick on it. Like this morning, finally one came, and I was so surprised. I didn't know if it was gonna happen, but it's kind of cool. I was trying to do my own damage control here, or pre-damage control, I don't know. I was just taking a look around above the tent to see, you know, if there was anything that could really like smash it. Like if that came down on it, that could be pretty harsh. Like that's a lot of snow and it's really heavy. But all I had was this branch, this little one. So this one, it was lower because there was snow on it. So I took the fire poker and I hit it, and I dumped some snow on it a couple of times, cleaned it all off, but I can't reach that one. So it's not too much snow. That's not too bad. Other than that, I think I should be good. Maybe one of those way up there, but hopefully I'm okay. So temperature's going to start warming up. It's been warming up all day. I'll have to take a look and see what it is, and I'll let you know in a bit. Birds are still coming to visit. Get identified. And yeah, just sitting here by the fire. It's super nice. I finished my Palm Bay already. And just sitting here chilling like a villain. Oh man, this is so comfortable. My little snow couch chair I made with the, this is a Thermarest Ridge Rest. I can't remember, it says actually on it what it is. Solite. Oh, it says Thermarest Ridge Rest. I think it's a Solite though, but these are one of the best things you can buy for winter. I am sitting on this, leaning on it, basically laying in the snow. You cannot feel the cold coming through. It's fantastic. It's not very cold out, but I did end up putting my heavier jacket on. I'm sitting here doing nothing in front of a fire, so the fire is warm, but you know, your back gets cold and stuff. And I didn't have much on. I just had on, I have on a tank top, a merino wool base layer, and my microfiber like winter camping shirt. So that other jacket was just a shell. I didn't have the fleece that was with it. But this is my jacket when I want to be nice and warm. I wear this one. So it's really comfy, cozy, and I put my toque on, and now I'm good to go. Oh, it's 3:45, and just made myself a little snacky poo here. Got some prosciutto salami, some little baguette things, a couple of Ritz crackers, some Havarti, ha moo, some turkey kielbasa, and some 2-year-old cheddar. It's not even a half an hour since I had my little charcuterie mini snack there, but I thought the fire's still going. I haven't put any more wood in it, but there was a big stick that was in the fire pit. It was soaking wet when I got here, and the first half of it burned with the other pieces, the 3-hour log, and then I had 2 pieces that I brought from in the hot tent. I said, that's all I'm using is 2 pieces. If it doesn't work, then too bad. So the other piece that was already there, half of it burned and then I guess it dried out. So I put the other half on there. So that's what's burning right now. It's not gonna last too much longer, maybe a half an hour, maybe a little bit longer. But I thought while I was out here and I have like the cooler bag, I might as well prep my dinner, right? So I'm making pierogi casserole today. I'm really excited because I've had it a few times winter camping and it's so good. It's such a warm, comforting meal. So what I brought was, I had a third of an onion at home and I chopped it up and I just brought that in a little baggie with a big chunk of butter. And I've just put it in the pan and I've just got it sitting on top of the fire and I'm just simmering it so that the onions become like translucent and, you know, get all soft and stuff. Then what I'm gonna do is add some of this. That's Alfredo Knorr sauce. I've never used it before, but I thought it would be a great alternative to bringing like the liquid. Once the onions and the butter are done, I'm gonna add some water and add this, mix it all up, make a super nice, delicious, creamy Alfredo sauce. I'm gonna add half of this cheese that I just chopped up when I had my cheese out. The rest of it's gonna go on top when it's done, in addition to some crumbled up bacon. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna do the onions, mix the sauce up, get it all ready. I brought the little casserole dish out here for it. I'm gonna put the pierogies in here, put the sauce over top of it, cover it up with this piece of foil that I brought, and then I'm just gonna put it in the hot tent. And then when I'm ready to make dinner in a couple of hours, I can just stick it under the stove or on the stove or on the fire if I'm still sitting out here, whichever, and it's all ready to go. So it's just nice to be outside and, you know, have some room. It's really small in the hot tent. I don't want to sit in there all day, but I didn't really have enough energy to go for another snowshoe. My knee is really sore and my hip is bothering me, so I don't want to push it. So I thought, you know what, this is a way I can have an activity outside, but not, you know, trudge around in the snow. And it's keeping me busy. It's giving me something to do and making use of my fire. All right, get ready to batten the hatches down here. Birds are still feeding off those little bit of seeds. I've got the pierogies in the casserole dish all ready to go. Cover all ready to put on there. And this sauce is smelling amazing. And it's tasting pretty good too. Pour this on here. A little too much I made, but oh well, maybe it'll soak into the pierogies. Get everything in there. There's a couple of onions hanging on. All right. Well, it's 6:15 and I'm just sitting here listening to an audiobook. Comfy cozy, obviously. Reached tank top status quite some time ago. It was pretty warm when I got in here, and I put the cookie sheet under the stove maybe about a half an hour after I came in, and I just thought, you know what, it'll be down there, it'll start heating up. So it has started heating up, but it's not really moving along too well. So I've put it on the top of the stove now, and I just took my frying pan and flipped it over on top of it to kind of add some more of a heat source so that it'll kind of trap the heat in there and be more like baking instead of just heating it from the bottom. I'm trying to keep the stove down low because otherwise I'm just gonna roast in here. Yeah, hear the snow falling, some trees cracking here and there, but it's been pretty quiet again since I've come in, and there's not much going on. My new thermometer says it is 21.9 degrees and 29% humidity. I just checked the forecast. It is supposed to be hovering around 0 for most of the night. Feels like -4 with the wind chill, which is pretty warm for winter camping. My goal is probably going to be to get out as soon as possible in the morning, because as the hours increase in the morning going into the afternoon, the temperature is going to go up. And then in the afternoon, it's supposed to start raining. Every time I go to take out the spoon after stirring them around and stuff, and I taste it, it's really, really salty. and I think I put too much Alfredo powder in and not enough water. It's not a big deal. What I've decided to do is just take the pierogies out of the sauce when I'm ready to eat them. All right, there's my dinner. It looks ridiculously good and also ridiculously bad. I'm pretty excited. It looks amazing. The cheese is now melted, so the bacon's probably gotten nice and warm too. It's like such ooey gooey goodness. Better make sure I get some bacon on there. All right. Oh, wow. That's good. All right, well, I'm gonna go eat this deliciousness. And I will see you in a bit. Probably with a stomach ache, but I'm okay with it. Hello. Oh, that's bright light in my eyes. Try not to look at it so I don't get blinded or get a migraine. It is 9:45. I haven't been making any videos because there's not really much to say. I had my delicious pierogi casserole. I had a bunch of Lindors and Reese's peanut butter cups for dessert. And I've just been sitting here listening to my audiobook and putting a few things away. I packed one of those big green Dollarama bags with like my Sherpa jacket and a bunch of clothes that I'm not going to be wearing, my Patagonia. It's going to be warm in the morning, well, warm for winter, and I'm going to be packing and pulling the sled out. So I have to go to the parking lot to get the toboggan. So I want to bring like some big bulky stuff, but not necessarily stuff that weighs a lot. Just to kind of, you know, get some stuff out of here and make it easier to put everything on the toboggan. I'm hoping to get everything out in one run. I'm going downhill just here outside the campsite on the way out, and then the rest of the way is all flat, so should be perfectly fine, and it's not very far. Yeah, that's about it. It is 7:30 a.m. on Thursday, December 29th. And I am here in the hot tent just starting to pack up my stuff. I was going to have breakfast this morning. I have an English muffin, an egg and cheese. My stomach's a little bit today from the pierogi casserole. I'm fine. I just don't really feel like eating right now. And I have granola bars and I have snacks in the car. So I'm just going to skip the breakfast today and start packing up and get my stuff ready. Well, it's 9 o'clock and just about done packing up. The birds are back, so I had to give them a little bit of seed, and they've been like buzzing past my head. Yes, this is all my gear. I just have the floor to pull up and the tarp, and then I'm gonna go get the toboggan. Looking at all this stuff, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it in one load. As I was camping, I was bringing stuff out from the car, and I wasn't bringing anything back. I also have a bit of firewood left, so not sure, but it doesn't matter. It's not that far, and I'm all done, so, well, almost. This freight toboggan is huge, and it's fully loaded. It's a good thing I didn't bring it all the way down to where the gear was. I just brought it down maybe 15, 20 feet, and then I brought the stuff to it and loaded it, because this little spot right here going up that hill, oh, it was torture. Anyways, I'm going to give this a push and let it go as far as it can, and then I'll pick it up on the other end. Snowshoes are hard to kick with. There it goes. That's the way to do it. Oh, I was doing good. It was almost at the end. It was a struggle, but I was doing it. And then I got to the spot there where the sun was coming through the trees, and I wanted to take a picture. So I thought, oh good, I'll stop here, catch my breath, take a picture, reach into my pocket, no phone. So I just walked back. It was almost all the way back at the campsite where I took the video of the toboggan going down the hill. So I got it now. I'm good. Whew. I just wanted to take a moment to do a quick recap here that I'll throw in at the end of the video. Really great time here at Silent Lake. Beautiful 3 days, 2 nights. Didn't see too much wildlife, saw lots of birds, nuthatches and chickadees especially, but really nice and quiet time. Absolutely stunning with the snowfall and all the snow stuck to the trees, which doesn't happen that often in the winter, actually. So I feel really lucky that I got that. Some delicious food and some serious peace and quiet, which is what I was looking for. That feels like you're remote, feels like you're in the backcountry, but you're not. So that's my favorite thing about being here in the winter. I hope you continue to watch my videos and enjoy them. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.